Good afternoon, Scissor friends. This is the Scissor Guy coming at you with another video post. Today is Fun Fact Friday. A common question I get from my fans here is, Scissor Guy, can you cut hair with two scissors in one hand at the same time? And the answer to that question is absolutely. Given the proper training and the proper tools, you certainly can cut with more than one scissor in one hand at the same time. Now, if you've been following my posts for the month of April, I've been posting about a company called Vern. That's been my scissor of the month. And I told you that I would explain them, and I would also give them more in depth for you. And here I'm going to do that now. And I'm really going to explain what their vision is, how they think, this company from Taiwan. Now, I bought this right-handed kit probably about 4 years ago now, I want to say, about 4 years ago. And they have a left-handed kit, and they even have more kits too. I think more nowadays you have to buy them individually as scissors instead of buying the kits. Well, maybe buy kits, I'm not really sure. I haven't been on the website in a while, but you can definitely get the kits, you can definitely get individual scissors, and you can get right-handed, left-handed, and whatever you need. So this is them, Vern Hairdressing Style College. And this is the right-handed kit I got. This is one of the original kits. It has pretty much every scissor in the right-handed series. It has 8 scissors. It comes with 3 of their, what they call the cutting series. It comes with 3 of their texturing series. And it comes with 2 of their style series. So the 8 altogether. And they have a really great mindset. So what they do and what they're all about is being able to take 2 scissors. Let me just show you here really quickly. Be able to take 2 scissors, normal cutting scissors, and if you remember, I don't know if you remember, or if you saw the video, that these little prong things on the side here, and then there's also little indents on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 scissors, and we're going to just, with a little bit of a flick of the wrist here, it's just a little bit of a locking mechanism, and those 2 are now conjoined, and they are locked in, and they will stay in place until you're done, until you unlock them. Now, you might have seen scissors like this happen. Some companies have actually adopted this, and actually you can buy scissors, and I've seen these now. You can buy 2 scissors that are literally conjoined. So those scissors are actually what they've taken from Vern. Vern was the original. Vern was really made this. If they're not the original, they're definitely perfected it. So this is that idea where you can take 2 scissors in one, but then you can also unconjoin them to make them individual scissors if so need be. There's so many ways to cut with these scissors now, and I'm just going to show you a few ways here with each of the series that I'll show you. I'll show you each of them. With the cutting series, we can do a number of fun things. I'm actually going to bring this over to this side of Deborah here. Let's get a little bit wet here. You guys have been asking for demos, so I really wanted to show you something cool today with the scissors here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, this is called, oh, you know what, change my mind. I'm going to take something called, this is their texture line. So I'm going to take this scissor, which I actually showed you in the demo that I started with. This is the 4EA. And when I say 4E, that's just 4EA, that's just what this is called. So if you're looking online for what was that scissor he had, this is 4EA. And there's very few teeth. There's only 8 teeth on this scissor, so it's quite non-aggressive, and the teeth are very small. So I'm going to take 4EA, and I'm going to take 4EB, which is a little bit more teeth, but the exact same style of tooth. So the tooth itself, the tooth design, is very, very non-aggressive. It has a patent L shape that they've created that are quite magical, in fact. And this one has a little bit more. I think this has 12 teeth. I had to recount it, but I think it's 12 teeth in this one. So a little bit more aggressive than the other one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine them into one. So I'm going to take these 2 scissors, making sure that the finest tooth scissor is on the outside, and I'm going to combine them into one scissor. So now I have 2 texturing scissors combined into one. I'm going to take my comb here, and I'm just going to comb this nicely down. Part a good section here. Nice and clean. And when I take this section, I'm just going to move Deborah a little bit so you guys can see a little better. Hi, Deborah. Deborah's a long-time client of mine. She's a lovely young lady. So I'm going to take this here. And you see we have a lot of bulk on the inside here. There's not a lot going on. So I can easily take the double texturing scissors and put them right in the middle. And carve right out. And when you recomb that, that section is flawless. I can do that again up top here. Again, that section here is absolutely flawless. So I'm texturing, but since the tooth design is patented as the L-shaped texture, the L-shaped design, and I actually have two texturing scissors at once. So I'm doing double the work. But I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm doing double the cutting, but half the time, half the work. So that's a pretty awesome thing there. So, and that's again cutting two scissors in one hand. Now I'll show you also on the same side here. Actually, that was the texturing series. I'm going to show you with the cutting series here. I'm going to take my two. This is called 4V. So this 4V scissor I'm going to take. And I'm going to take two of them and combine them. And I'm going to get a double bladed scissor. I'm going to take this same section here that I just took. So now I'm going to work with the ends now. You can see these here. And I'm just going to point cut using my double bladed scissor. And I'm going to just cut this way. So now again, I did double the cutting with half the effort. Again, I'll show you one more time. So I can just come in here, cut, cut, cut. And now I have both of those scissors are cutting at the same time. So that's an unbelievably fun and versatile technique you can use. Now I'm going to show you in the back here. We're going to move, oops. Oh man, my mannequin stand here. Okay, let's just try that again. Here we go. Thanks, Deborah. And I'm going to show you in the back here we have a little bit of a shorter section. Comb all this out of the way here. And we're just going to take, as you can see here, we have quite a bit shorter section. A lot of times when we do scissor over comb, we need that scissor weight flat against the head. But I'm going to show you a really fun trick that I've been doing with the cutting series. So this is the 4V, the part of the cutting series here. It's just a bladed scissor. And then this scissor here is called the 4E. It's actually part of the cutting series, and it is a texturing scissor, but it's part of the cutting series for a very specific reason. This texturing scissor has a V-shaped teeth. So that means that when the hair hits that blade, it's going to keep it right in place, it's going to cut it. I can take this scissor and cut an entire head of hair without ever having to pick up a scissor like this, giving me a very similar result. I can point cut, I can just normal cut at the ends of hair like a just normal haircut. Take this as my main hair cutting scissor. So what I'm going to do, that's the difference between the cutting series 4E and the texturing series 4E, A, B, and C. So I'm going to take these two scissors here and combine them, making sure that the bladed scissor, the normal blade, is on the top. And I'm going to have now a scissor, a normal scissor here, and a texturing scissor behind it. So this is really fun. So here we go. Now I'll show you on this side. I can take my scissor over comb here to a whole new level. If my outside blade is cutting with a straight blade, but the inside blade is cutting with a textured blade, if I cut with that hair right up to this blade, it's not only cutting the exterior, but it's actually also texturizing the very ends of the hair. Whoa! So let me show you what that looks like. So here I have my short section right here. You can see that. Sorry, let me get the right angle correct. There we go. So sweat her down a little bit just so that you guys can see a little better, and we have a cleaner section too. You can see that quite nicely here. So what I'm going to do is just take this, and with my scissor, again with the 4V on the outside, so that straight blade on the outside, and 4E on the back side, I can cut. I'm actually cutting hair, just scissor over comb, and all of that hair that is on the outside is getting cut right there, and all this inside hair is being texturized. So that very exterior of that scissor over comb is going to lay really smooth and really nice, just because you texturize it and cut it at the same time. So again, double the cutting with half the work. So that was both the cutting and the texturing. The cutting and texturing series that I showed you there. Now I'm going to show you a different series here. I'll show you the style series. Now this is pretty intense, the way this series works. I'll just show you these two scissors here. The style series comes with this is called the 4ED, which is, oh no, I'm sorry, this is the scissors I showed you in the first video. It has a very large teeth, very funky looking teeth, very aggressive, has the L-shaped patent teeth here, but since there's a giant teeth, they're much more aggressive. And then they have the 4EE, which is those chunk teeth plus small teeth. So you're getting serious cutting with these scissors. Therefore definitely removing a lot of bulk and giving a lot of style to the hair. So I'm going to take a comb here and section nice little bit here, just right at her perimeter. Just wet this down a little bit. Making sure my sections are clean, of course. I never want to cut hair with unclean sections or anything. So now I'm going to take this here. Let me send the other side actually. So you're going to see this exterior. Taking just singly my 4EDs, okay, and I'm going to just take a section and put that scissor right in. Actually, I'm going to take out the perimeter there. So the very front, I just took right out. But I'm going to take this scissor and just hit it in the middle here and just ease it right out. I'm going to do it a little bit on the back here as well. Go a little lower this time. I'm going to take this scissor in and then just ease it out. And what I get now is that very textured fringe, face frame right around the front there. I could also do it again going the other way, so I can go then this way and chunk in and then come down. The more I do that, you see it separating. The L-shaped design of the teeth makes it so that the hair still lays very smoothly. You're not seeing a whole lot of that like big separation. It's in there because the teeth are so much more aggressive, but you're still getting a smoothness to it since it has that patent L-shaped teeth design. So now you're just getting this really fine, just that. And people really like that when that hair is really piecey out in the front there, and that's how you get it. You get it with you just need one stroke. A lot of times you see people spending so much time trying to carve out with their blade, their scissor, and they're trying to carve out, and they're spending all this time trying to get that piecey. Well, I just took 2 or 3 swipes of the 4ED, and I got exactly what I needed. So I'm going to take the top here, actually. So that was the bottom section. I'm going to take the top section, do the exact same thing. I'm going to take out the exterior, I'm going to go down this way. I'm going to hit, and I'm just going to pull right out. And I'm just nice and calm. I'm not going crazy. I'm not going fast. I'm not just whipping through this. I'm just taking it nice and slow. I'm taking this here, and I'm hitting, and I'm pulling right out just like that. And I get this beautiful, beautiful shape with all this texture and pieciness right there, which is unbelievably fun, and it's great. It's a great result. All right, guys, that's Vern. That's cutting with 2 scissors in the same hand at the same time. Now, they do have left-handed series, so you actually be cutting both hands at the same time with 2 in each hand. Sometimes even a lot of the professionals at Vern, they actually do 4 in each hand cutting, which is a very, very, very advanced technique. But it's a lovely one, and honestly, it's a wonderful scissor. It changed my life as how I think about cutting hair and how I go about cutting hair, and how less is more, and that I shouldn't have to work so hard to get what I'm doing. And using 2 scissors in the same hand is actually quite useful. Now, again, don't try it with scissors that you have that are from different brands and different companies. A lot of scissors have the knobs that the big knobs on them, the screws that don't really fit if you try to put 2 scissors in one hand. It's not going to work out. Vern is really the way to go. Again, other scissor companies have that idea. Vern has perfected it, and they were pretty well the originals who actually came up with it. So that's Vern. I'm going to link in the description below to show you where to go to purchase them and where to go to look up more information. They're absolutely wonderful. They're personal friends of mine. I recommend them. They're great. And that's your Fun Fact Friday for today, guys. It's a long video, but I hope you liked it. A little bit of a demo. You know, get some time when you have time and just go on and check it out. And even take this video and watch it with a mannequin in front of you and try to do some fun things with your texturing scissors maybe you wouldn't normally do. So awesome. Thanks, guys. Go ahead and be sure to like and subscribe to my videos. Appreciate it. Share them also. If you like them, I know another hairdresser will too. So, well, as always, I will see you in the next video. Be sure to hashtag ScissorGuySays for all of your scissor questions, comments, and scissor fun, of course. So take care, guys. Have a great week.